Is an accomplished actress and singer, but not everyone knows she's an environmentalist. Nadine is working with several organizations in some of her advocacies, from taking care of the forest to conserving our oceans and coastal communities. I got to speak with Nadine, and she told me all about her environmental advocacy and what we can do to fight climate change.
I'm working with a couple of organizations. One is 88K Trees. It aims to reforest the Yangil Forest in Zambales, because as you know, in Zambales, there's an area there that's around the volcano. So land is barren, nothing is really growing, and it's really a struggle for the Aita tribe of Yangil to survive around the area. So Mad Travel and For the Future and bioten, which is a brand that I'm working with, they're working together to help reforest this area. And so currently, I'm really happy to announce that currently we have raised a lot of funds.
We had 88K Trees on just recently, and I think you guys are at halfway or more than halfway, and really your involvement has really sort of pushed the agenda forward and really brought a lot of focus and light to this particular cause. Any other projects that you want to talk about?
Yep. So I'm also an ambassador, bago lang, just recently. I'm also an ambassador for Sea Movement, which Sea Movement meaning Siargao Environmental Awareness Movement. It's a local NGO. It's from Siargao. So it aims naman to to spread awareness on the seas of Siargao for the protection. And currently, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to announce, but I already want to announce it because it's up and coming. So we have a project which you can adopt a marine protected area in Siargao. So we'll be announcing more information on that, but I'm really excited to give everyone a bit of information about that. It's one thing that we've been working on.
Siargao, let's talk about it. It holds such a special place in your heart. Late last year, it was battered badly by Typhoon Odette, and you've been helping people there get back on their feet. You've been so visible on the ground. You're using your voice to speak out about the situation of typhoon victims. Let's talk about that, Nadine.
Yeah, I mean, Typhoon Odette hit Siargao really hard. I mean, it's the first landfall of the typhoon, so you can imagine how bad it hit the island. I was there right after the typhoon. I wasn't there during the typhoon. I was here in Manila, but after 4 days or so, I had to fly in there just to make sure that my family and my friends are okay. And I mean, it was pretty bad. It's really heartbreaking. The first time I was there after the typhoon, my heart broke into so many pieces, just because when you go there, Siargao is such a beautiful island, but after the typhoon is just completely destroyed. You see a lot of homes are gone. You don't see the roofs anymore. Trees are snapped, not even like fall down, but they're snapped because of the intensity of the wind. A lot of businesses are shut down, obviously, but I'm happy to tell everyone that, because I was there for Holy Week, and I'm really happy with what I saw. Everything from the mountains being brown with dead trees and plants. Now it's starting to get slowly getting back to normal. All the mountains are green again. There's so many plants growing. I mean, it doesn't really. There's still a lot of things that are destroyed. A lot of trees, especially coconut trees, that are destroyed. So it'll take a while before the island completely recovers. Definitely, it's not going to be the same as before, but I'm very hopeful. And it's nice to see that all of the locals are helping each other out, and the community is really, they're really solid.
If there was a wish list of sorts that you could sort of, check the boxes off, what else needs to be done? What do you think people can contribute to helping things recover a little quicker out in Siargao?
I do want to commend everyone who helped out during like after the storm, all the volunteers, all the nurses, everyone who has donated. I mean, thank you so much for helping out. I guess if I do have a wish list, it's to educate and to, just to give awareness to all of these people, because Siargao is such a beautiful island, and it's such a shame if the whole, I mean, if the environment is just gonna be destroyed. Siargao is really known for that. It's known for the beautiful like beaches, the mountains. Like there are spots there, waterfalls, caves. It's really, when you think of Siargao, you really think of the surroundings, the environment, and I wish that we could, I guess, educate, well, not just in Siargao, but with the whole world, and like the whole country, because I noticed that um I guess the environment is the last thing, or it's the last thing that people think about. They're not really very conscious about um like where they put their trash. They just, based on my experience, just because I've seen it, you know, like people would just leave their trash everywhere. They wouldn't really clean up after themselves. So definitely awareness and education. I guess it's to switch to more greener solutions, because in Siargao, in one of the areas there they built a seawall a couple of years back, and I personally, like, I don't really think that a seawall is a good idea, just because during the storm surge, it kind of became a wrecking ball and just started this, because it broke down, and it was getting pulled back, was getting pulled by the storm surge, by the water. So it destroyed a lot of homes. Thankfully, no one was really hurt. There were no one really died from the incident, but it's
Right.
really dangerous. So I'm hoping that we could switch to more like greener solutions, like maybe
Sure.
start planting, the mangroves
Mangroves.
again.
Mangroves are a natural, barrier against this, and it's a solution
That's
that's
it.
always been there. Sometimes we overthink it, and sometimes the solution is right there, right in front of our nose. Now, on the subject of awareness, you're championing the cause of environmentalism. Actually being included in the school curriculum. And that sounds like a great idea. And I think this would really sort of help bring focus and awareness to these very issues. That's a great idea. How do you think we can move this idea forward?
I mean, like what you said earlier, add it probably to the curriculum. Teach the kids to love the environment, to love everything that's around them, and to be more conscious. It's as simple as teaching them where to throw the trash properly. Because growing
Yep.
up, when I was in elementary, I would walk home from school. So if I see like pieces of plastic or wrappers on the ground, I would pick it up and throw it in the trash can. It's as simple as that. It starts in your home, honestly. And I think now is the right time for all of us to educate everyone else, because of the climate emergency. It's really dangerous, and I really feel for the next generation, because there's so many things that are going on this planet, and apparently, we only have 3 years to reverse everything. There's really a climate emergency, so it's scary to think that we don't know what's going to happen in the future.
It's so great to hear people who have the platform that you have, using your voice to shine some light on the urgency of this issue. We all know that environmentalism is close to your heart. It will be your advocacy forever. Let's shift gears a little bit, Eto Nadine. What's next for you? Any acting or singing, recording projects? Obviously, your fans are waiting. We're all eager for what's coming up next.
Thank you. Well, I just finished a film, actually. Well, I mean, it's already out, but we're still promoting it. Greed is out. It's actually showing on Viva Max.
There you go.
So if you guys haven't seen it yet, please do watch it. Definitely more films this year, but I wouldn't say anything yet. I would love to work on music again. Definitely it's somewhere there. I just have to start it. I told myself I was gonna do it right after I promote Greed. So music for sure. Films, we'll keep you posted.
All right. Okay, we are looking forward to it. Films, music, whatever it is, continuing support for these advocacies. We hope that we hear about it first here on New Day. Nadine, thank you so much for speaking with us. We just spoke with
Right.
actress-singer Nadine Lustre.